You know that green, spiky plant we all grab for a bad sunburn? Aloe vera, right? Well, what if I told you its biggest talent isn't for burns on your skin, but for a burn deep inside you?
Think about it. It's actually a pretty cool comparison, isn't it? On the outside, it cools down a sunburn. On the inside, it does pretty much the same thing for that awful fiery feeling of acid reflux. It's all about that same cooling effect, just working on your digestive system.
Okay, so that's the big question, isn't it? How on earth can a plant we rub on scrapes and burns actually help with something as internal as stomach acid? Let's dig into that.
I love this metaphor from the source material. It calls aloe vera a cooling herb. Basically, your gut's own personal firefighter. Its job? To rush in, put out the fire of inflammation, and calm everything down. Sound familiar? Yep, it's exactly what it does for your skin.
All right, so how does it actually tame that fire? Let's get into the science of it, the how behind all the soothing.
So the secret sauce, if you will, comes down to these things called polysaccharides. And there's one superstar in particular called aloe rose. This is the powerhouse in the gel. It's the molecule that fights inflammation and helps rebuild tissue. This is our hero.
Okay, so aloe rose has a four-part plan of attack. First, it reduces the heat. You get that nice, cool relief right away. Second, it starts to heal the damage in your esophagus from all that acid. Third, it helps balance out your stomach acid, kind of like a natural buffer. And finally, it actually helps with your overall digestion, which can stop the reflux from even starting. Pretty smart, huh?
Now, this all sounds great, right? But hold on. You can't just run to the store and grab the first bottle of aloe you see. This is super important. Picking the right kind is absolutely crucial. We're talking about safety and whether it will even work.
So let's look at what you'll find out there. First up, you've got the inner leaf juice. It's the freshest you can get, but there's a catch we'll get to. Then you have concentrated extracts. These are the heavy hitters, the therapeutic grade stuff. And finally, you have all those aloe vera drinks in the beverage aisle. And look, they might taste good, but they're usually packed with sugar and barely have any of the good stuff in them. They might even make things worse.
Okay, here it is, the golden rule. If you remember one thing, make it this. Whatever product you buy, it has to say aloe-free on the label. No exceptions. Aloe is the stuff in the peel that's a really harsh laxative and can give you terrible stomach cramps. Seriously, this is the #1 safety check you need to make.
All right, so you found the right stuff. Now, how do you actually use it safely and effectively? It really comes down to two things, the right amount and the right time.
So how much are we talking about? Well, the research points to a dose somewhere between 60 and 120 milliliters. To put that into perspective, that's about 2 to 4 ounces, just a small shot glass worth. And timing makes all the difference. Try taking it about 20 minutes before you eat. That gives it time to coat your esophagus and create a kind of protective shield. Or you can just take it the moment you feel that burn starting to creep up for some quick relief.
So to wrap this part up, it's important to remember that aloe vera isn't some harsh chemical that just blocks acid. It's much smarter than that. Think of it as the soother. Its whole job is to gently cool things down, reduce that painful inflammation, and actually heal the tissue the acid has been irritating. Which really just leaves us with one final thought, doesn't it? This humble little plant that we see everywhere. Could it actually be the simple, gentle answer to acid reflux that you've been overlooking all this time?